Very nice. Hey, y'all, this is Rich Osweiler from PremierGuitar.com, coming to you from the 2014 NAMM show in Anaheim, California. We're at the Ashdown engineering booth, and I'm sitting here with Mark Gaudet, who's going to tell us about a very cool new amp they've got going, and it is called the
Rootmaster 420.
Right on. Mark, take us through it, please.
Okay, man. We spent a lot of time building the MAG range up for years, but it's become the core business. We sold tens of thousands a year of that. But the market's headed for something smaller, more portable. So we've really worked hard to get this down to be funky, more facilities, more features, more weight, less weight, and more power. So this thing, it weighs absolutely nothing. I'm not in a good spot here to pick it up.
Okay.
We've added a foot switchable overdrive, which we found a lot of people just want that little edge to it today, so we've added that in. The sub-harmonics.
That's included?
It's included, yeah. Sub-harmonics are in it, which is not foot switchable, but you can wind it in as you need it. That was really our signature product. When I first started Ashdown 17 years ago, having that sub-harmonic in just fattened the sound, and then ever since then, most companies have copied us but not done it very well. This still blends in so beautifully. It doesn't glitch like some of them, but it's an analog one. So it's a beautiful sound. You've got a beautiful compression in there, which splits the signal and then compresses the low end and the high end separately internally. You've got a shape sound, which is our signature shape, so it gives you that scoop, so you can get a deep and a high in it and takes the mids out, and then you passive active on it. Headphone out, speak on jack, so you've got a nice connector if you want the high power on it. This is 420 watts RMS in a 4 ohms, and what we do is real bass. This goes down below 30 hertz. You know, a lot of amps that have digital in Class T especially, those damn things are like 80 hertz upwards, and they say 250, they're 75 watts. This is the real deal. What we make is real. We're very, very proud of making bass amps with real bass in. So even our speakers, everything has to handle that low B. And you heard this is our affordable product. Wait till you try some of the big stuff. If this does this, the big stuff's immense. And Richard, known him for years, been demoing for us today, has blown me away with some of the sounds he's getting out of it. And the versatility of that sound. It's not just a nice hi-fi sound if you want it. It can be a grunge sound. It can be a reggae sound. And that's kind of what we're about. Versatility, power, and real bass. Right on. I think I can't really stress that enough. It's about proper bass. But again, making it portable has been important. So that's one of the smallest heads with that power that we can make. Okay. And chuck it in your gig bag, play and go.
So Mark, available right now?
Yeah, 2 weeks time now, that'll be landing here in the USA, and these guys, fantastic company representatives here, Korg, they'll have them in stock and ready to ship.
Okay. Richard's going to talk about this a little bit more, so I'm going to come on over. What's up, Richard?
Good, everything's good, man. How are you? Yeah, great. So, it'll be landing in the States in 2 weeks, shipping out to dealers, probably be available in the stores, I'm going to say in 3 weeks to a month, so to be fair about that. The 420, the street price on this would be $499. The 220 watt version will be $399. The 410 cabinets, well, you know what? Let's work our way up. Over here in this stack, yeah, you got it. The 2x10 street price is $349. Okay. The single 15 below it, and both boxes have a tweeter. The single 15 is $299, okay. And then the 410 is $399. Right on. So for around $800, you can end up with a bass rig that'll do light to medium duty work, perfect for any kind of a blues band or a gospel situation at a high school, even a rental company. This would serve them perfectly well, and it's a great upgrade for someone that's graduating out of their, decent combo amplifier.
Hey, so Mark, looks like you got another cool new offering. Why don't you tell us about it?
Thank you. This little baby came about. We have an incredible bass player in Poland called Wojciech Pilichowski. You guys have got to interview him and do some stuff, because legendary bass player. He asked me to make something that was totally professional for his style of playing, which is a lot of finger, a lot of air. He wants absolute precision of note and power and percussion. He uses an amazing range of sounds, but he wanted it tiny, portable. He also wanted it to be really affordable for his students, because he has 400 students. Fantastic bass teacher. So we produced this. It is so, what can I say, high tech for something so simple. The sounds you get out of this is not very similar to anything else we do. It's just perfection. It's more like a hi-fi amp. To most of our products have a lot bigger tone range. This is just nearly hi-fi in a box. And as you can see by that, you know, we're talking, was it 2.5 pounds, 3 pounds? 3 pounds. But again, it's a 240 watts RMS. It isn't burst power. This is a real root mean square power amp. That way.
So as Mark said, Wojtek wanted something just simple, professional, to the point, something that had a quick pick-to-ear response that gave him tone shaping capabilities that would support an acoustic bass or an electric bass, an active bass, a passive bass. It just didn't make any difference. He needed something that had the ability to do that. And the EQ section on this little amplifier has more in common with a mixing console than it does your standard bass amp, in as much as that we've got semi-parametric bass, low mid, high mid, and a shelving treble. We have a starting up here, we have an attenuator for the input. I'm playing an active bass, so I've got it on the active setting. We have a bright switch, and it really opens it up and gives it some air. Again, just to give you an idea, that's the kind of frequency response we're dealing with. And then we have a master volume, a headphone out, and on the back, there's a NL4 combination connector, which allows you to use either the Neutrix connector or a 1/4-inch jack, and then a direct out with a ground lift. Very basic stuff, you know. And you can get that slick, clean, fast, modern sound out of this. You could go to, you know, your back pickup kind of Jocko-y sound, you know, and get that nasal jazz bass back pickup, or just go to the front pickup, kill some high end, and get a more legitimate bass sound. All the tones that bass players use on a daily basis are available in here, and you've got enough power to keep up with an acoustic set of drums. The beauty of this product is that the street price is $399. That's in the wheelhouse of just about everybody.
Sure.
We're playing through what's called a Neo 210 cabinet. It's loaded with neodymium drivers. The neodymium not only gives us a kind of a characteristic to the sound, but it's also extremely light. This particular rig right here, you could put this in the gig bag, carry this in one hand. It literally is light enough for most people to carry with one arm, and take your cord bag or your 12-pack, whatever you take to the gig, and you're in and you're out in one trip.
Right on.
Yep, it's a killer rig.
And these are available now or coming up soon?
Yeah, like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. If folks in our audience, they want to hear some more about the product, where can they go to get specs and all the nitty-gritty?
Ashdownmusic.com.
All right. Well, this is Rich Osweiler for PremierGuitar.com. I appreciate your time, Richard and Mark.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
We're coming to you from the 2014 NAMM show. We're signing out, but be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can check this out and a whole lot more. Take us out, Richard, please.